Good morning, Judd here. Now that the paper has fully dried, you can see the overall effect. Looking closely, you can see we now have a nice surface that feels nice to the touch, as opposed to this stuff, which is very dangerous. Barely touching it, you can get splinters, little bits and pieces sticking up. And I'm so delighted with the texture of this surface that I've decided I'm going to go ahead and paper the back of it, even though that's going to delay the painting by another day, or at least till tonight. I have touched this in a few places with sandpaper where the paper had a crinkle in it or didn't take. Like right here, the glue didn't quite take, so I sanded that down, and that's still a good surface. And right here where I got a little rip and the edges crinkled up, so smooth that out. So that'll be fine after paint. But the surface is just so nice to the touch now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the back. Okay, there we go. The back is all done up. I was dealing with multiple levels there. That's what that cutting in was I was doing. The guy used different thicknesses of boards and even different boards on the back. But I will now have a nice texture, and as you saw, I did the shelf inside because I'll be touching that a lot. Anyway, there we go. When that all dries up, we shall paint it. It's all ready to go. All the surfaces are covered now. All the exteriors. Everything I'm going to paint is covered. Yippee! Wow, this is strange. It just suddenly got really dark and the wind started kicking up. Now it's raining. I mean, the wind was like hustling a second ago. Of course, as I pull out the video, all this stuff stops. Isn't it amazing? But, I mean, the roof was getting lifted. The power went out. And we're in the season of weather. We're having weather. Rest of you. Oh, it's the first day of summer, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's coming in with a notice. Here we go. Here we go. Gusting again. Whoa. I mean, after last night's all-night thunderstorm, this is just wild. Woo! Power's still out. That's a weird one because nothing really happened except wind. Very strange, very strange. But I do love weather, and this is definitely weather. We are having weather. I'm looking for some action, even if we're just painting in the dark. Don't need no power to paint, so we're going to go ahead and paint. There's the cabinet. Let me show you the back. Hard to see in the dark, but it's all dried up now. So we're gonna go ahead and paint that. And the cool thing is, if the power comes back on while I'm doing this, you'll see it happen. You will be there. And there you go, all painted. One coat, might do another. Also, you notice the paper came up in a couple of spots. If you were paying attention, you noticed. It totally surprised me. When we did this at the shop, one, we were using fabric, and two, we applied it with a 50-50 mixture of Elmer's glue and water. So we actually glued it on there. I thought the wallpaper paste would be okay, and it pretty much was. It's just a couple of spots where it didn't take. But I don't know, anything would have taken quite well to this horrible surface I started with, because there'd been some really nasty stuff on this surface, and even paint won't stick to certain spots. Like, I've been on this about 4 or 5 times with sanding and filler and everything, and the paint still doesn't want to stick there. So I don't know if the wood is impregnated with oil or what. Anyways, I got my shelf painted. Anyways, that's all set. So now I got to fix the hinges on the doors, put the doors back on. Well, I got to decide afterwards. After this dries, I'll decide if I want to do a second coat. I got plenty of paint to do a second coat, so probably do a second coat. Till then, happy day to ya.